The United States often works with allies in the region as individual countries rather than integrating them together. And there are particular problems when it comes to sharing things rapidly, whether it's intelligence or military plans or weapons. And all of that needs to become much more integrated and much more rapid. Hi, I'm Dan Byman, Director of the Warfare, Irregular Threats, and Terrorism Program, and I'm here to talk about my recent brief, Improving Cooperation with Allies and Partners in Asia. The brief argues that the United States needs to do a much better job working with key partners and allies in Asia, such as Australia, Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, and others. It focuses on military planning, intelligence sharing, and arms sales. And in all these areas, there are ways to increase integration, to fast track U.S. aid and military sales, and in general, to make it much more of a partnership and make these countries better able to work with the United States. Recent U.S. administrations have shifted U.S. policy to emphasize Asian security, and we're seeing this especially in the Trump administration. And any confrontation in Asia, especially one involving a country like China, which has a massive and increasingly modern military, is going to require the United States to work closely with allies and integrate its military and broader diplomatic response with them. One takeaway I'd like to emphasize is that even efforts by the United States to increase cooperation with key allies need to go a lot further. The United States often works with allies in the region as individual countries rather than integrating them together. And there are particular problems when it comes to sharing things rapidly, whether it's intelligence or military plans or weapons. And all of that needs to become much more integrated and much more rapid. The larger policy discussion focuses on whether the United States should be there to defend Taiwan and otherwise increase its emphasis on Asia. This brief is a bit more about the infrastructure of any U.S. support for allies and tries to get into the details about things like planning or arms sales or intelligence sharing that are necessary for any rhetoric of increasing cooperation to have any chance of success in practice. To read the full brief, Improving Cooperation with Allies and Partners in Asia, please visit csis.org.